because this matchup can go either way based on classes, right? If it's more of aggressive Warlock like Zoo, then it's Warlock is favored. If it's more of a defensive Warlock like Handlock maybe, then I would favor the Druid.
Stan is so happy. Did you see that? He was like celebrating. Yeah, super celebration.
Lothar is not very happy right now, going down 2 games in a row. Hopefully his mind is still in a good place, and
yeah, but he needs to keep a clear mind as well, because he still doesn't know what the Warlock is, and now he needs to...
Oh, we had the correct read at Handlock. Wow, that's huge. Yeah. Because like we actually read Stan on this Handlock, and so we tagged it against it. So with like
Black Knight,
VGH.
But only 1 VGH. Or 2? Really?
I advised 2, but I don't know like how it went in the end.
Okay.
But actually also like no sludge bashes, for example. So we actually cut it like out the double Drake, for example, which is also good against Handlock.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the sludge belch is out. So actually all the crappy cards against Handlock are out. And if you think about that Druid has like a 60% win rate anyways against Handlock,
this
probably
is quite favored then.
Yeah, probably with the textures it gets to 65, probably even 70%. So
it all depends
really
though if he can get the answers for the Twilight Drake and Mountain Giant, because right now he doesn't have them, and the Handlock actually has those cards, so it might be threatening, you know.
Well, that's also like, I mean, he should keep the inner. Did he keep the inner weight? And
Yeah. I think he kept inner weight only and mulligan.
Oh, no, he kept what?
No, that was already mulliganed, I think.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what Lothar kept there.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because like the expensive cards, of course, you don't, but it was already mulliganed. Okay.
There's already one of those important answers, Keeper of the Grove. Perfect answer against Twilight Drake.
I think you don't want to innovate something here though, because it will interrupt your curve. You want to innovate the Acid Drake next turn, right?
Yeah, it's
probably
better. It's better. You want to play perfect curve against Handlock. You don't even mind if it takes a little bit longer, because you really need like once you are like in board building up, like the Handlock is behind because they tap, so that's mana in like expensive also. And it's the correct play. And also like they rely on the Molten Giants. So actually, like as long as you don't go into Molten Giant range, which you don't have to because you play the combo, like the deck actually plays double combo, so it's like it should not be reliant on leeching the life.
The other question is, if he innovates Drake here, will he have time to hero power? No, this is gonna be awkward to silence silence Drake.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna trade up with the Acid Drake, so I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, if he plays it right. I mean, he doesn't need to play it.
I mean, we have a pretty good play here with Dark Border.
Yeah, that is actually really good.
So I think StanCifka is gonna go for that one.
Yeah, I would also think so. Yeah.
But what if he realizes that if he gets silenced, if the Twilight Drake gets silenced, he can still trade up with the Acid Drake? Isn't that pretty good?
No, but it's fine because as Ikop said, like this turn he got like Dark Bomb into Mortal Coil, and next turn he can still play the definitely the Drake, because you want to play the Drake before the Druid has 6 mana and can silence and shapeshift it away.
Okay.
So actually you play the Drake, and even if he got the Keeper, he can still not shapeshift it, so it trades exactly against the 2/4, and Druid stays mana inefficient. So these are actually so you always play the Drake before Druid gets to 6 mana.
Exactly. Okay. Here's how it's going to play out. StanCifka is going to Dark Bomb Mortal Coil, and then Lothar the following turn is going to play his Piloted Shredder, and then the Twilight Drake still trades up with the Piloted Shredder.
So that actually blocks the complete Giant turn, right? So now he's committed to Dark Bomb, and that's not really good, because being committed to Dark Bomb, I mean, it's really only the Shredder, right? I mean, otherwise being committed to Dark Bomb is really bad.
Yeah, I guess you... do you Wrath there for 4, or do you play the Shredder? It's so bad to not spend your last 2 mana.
The Shredder, I would even...
Would you silence here, really? Like, it just trades then, it's...
Yeah, but it's not that bad, because it's like the silence target, right? So
yeah, but there's more Drakes.
Well, it's still for damage. I mean, like just in comparison, like if he attacks now the Drake, it's 4/4, and if you would have played the Keeper, the 4/4 is not there. So actually, like, you get the 2/4 more, and he loses a 4/4. That's better than having the Shredder on board.
Yeah, I guess. But
like much better.
But he will have silence for next Drake at least.
Yeah, but it's
Which is
only the Drake, like, it's not
Oh,
much else.
wow.
Wow, that was a really bad draft. One of the worst.
So the Molten then, okay. But also if you think about how it would have played out, right? I mean, but this is like the general better play, not even with seeing his cards.
Yeah.
You play the Keeper, he would have traded in the Drake, you still have the 2/4, and he could have done nothing. Like
Yeah,
actually-
and it just gives StanCifka way more options basically by not playing that silence. To just interact with the board. And he just had the perfect clears basically this way.
Tap for a cheap giant.
Yeah, that's huge.
Okay, so let's see here. What is the better play here?
Yeah, the thing is he doesn't have any burst in his hand. Either.
Yeah.
No Roars, no Force of Nature, all the big clunky cards, no BGH. It's really bad. Also, if you think about like also the Shredder could contest like a Mountain Giant later much better, right? So it's like you play Shredder, he plays the Giant, you attack the Giant with the Shredder, throws a Wrath on it or whatever. Like it's the perfect card to contest the Giant, and now he just doesn't have it. And now the Keeper, I mean, it's doing nothing, right? So
Yeah,
What about the Lothar here
yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
it must be Lothar, right? I mean, there's nothing else.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no point to
But
charging phase. I mean,
Seems like he's hovering over the Druid of the Claw though. Oh,
Yeah, in which like in charge form or what? That would be really not good.
yeah.
Bring him.
I
to
mean, taunt is not good either. So
yeah, exactly. It's just both modes are pretty unnecessary actually.
yeah, just Lothar and go. Yeah, it's simply pass.
hope for good Dr. Boom bots.
I mean, yeah, he's doing it. He just took his time, and that's Good.
If the Mountain Giant trades into the Lothar,
Wow.
Lothar can either draw into a Wrath or just use maybe even Keeper and Hero Power, something like, or just play Dr. Boom, whatever.
Giant is not really that good here,
no.
right?
Yeah. It's only like he forfeits 3 mana by that. Also, if you think about it, like he is also afraid of some kind. I mean, that's 9 damage. He should be afraid of whatever.
Yeah, but he
Roars
has
or
he has
something.
Lothar here, right? Or is he gonna play the Spark Belcher? Probably.
Yes, the Sludge Belcher protects would protect the Mountain Giant
Not-
from being attacked. By
Not
the
from
Shade,
swipe
for
though.
example.
He's pretty weak to swipe then.
He wants to play Lothar for sure,
Yeah.
I guess. Because also he doesn't mind like if
If the shade
attacks-
trades, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, you know.
If the shade trades, it's very good, and if the shade attacks face, it's even better. So
Yeah.
it's like he really doesn't mind. Like once Handlock is in such a favorite position, it will really get tough for Handlock. Also, if you think about it, he already what is like the knowledge that Lothar plays Black Knight doing? Is it some?
That's
Does it
right.
influence that? No, I don't know.
I mean, I guess Black Knight is even if that Belcher gets Black Knighted, it's
not
fine.
that bad.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, so what's that? Now
Get the boom.
Yeah, it looked like a clear-cut Dr. Boom turn and just keep the Shade in hiding, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so too.
He's perhaps even considering Sylvanas. How good is Sylvanas? I mean, we know that the opponent has silence, but no. I mean, I'm just saying he could perhaps think that it's good, but I also think Dr. Boom is the play here.
Time waits for no one.
These plays are taking so long every turn now because it's the final deciding game. The winner moves
yeah.
on to the finals, so it's actually very important. That's why they're taking such.
Yeah, a lot of money and a lot of pride on the line for sure. for
Wow,
those two
it's
players.
actually opting to play the Sylvanas here.
Yeah, it's a pretty big gamble, right? I mean, it's like if Stan wouldn't have the silence, I mean, it's probably even better than Dr. Boom. But if he does have the silence, it's devastating.
Yeah.
And it really depends also whether you think perhaps that whether Handlock plays 1 or 2 silencers. Usually they play 1, so there's probably a 40-50% chance that he really got the owl. I definitely can see the point to play this. Yeah, okay.
Use the top deck one. No, you need to use.
And he plays 2, so it's like
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if if Lothar knows that Stan is playing 2 owls, it's definitely worse.
Mhm.
There's a second silence. I mean, Keeper of the Grove in general just has so many great targets, and even if you don't hit a Twilight Drake with it, there's Belchers to bypass some taunts, and also, I mean in general, bypassing taunts, or sometimes even to just deal the final 2 damage if you just were a little bit short with your combo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think anything is better than like Dr. Boom here. Is there anything you can like draw, maybe like the combo to make Ancient of Lore possible play here?
The combo doesn't kill, that's the problem. If the combo would kill next turn, this would be a possibility. But it simply doesn't. So I was also thinking about.
I mean, you could silence the Belcher and play a taunt and then kill him the turn after.
I find it interesting that
Deshading the shade.
yeah, he chose because they're all perfect, obviously the perfect trade for the shade.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. Deshading the shade should lead you win condition. Like the shade is simply a win condition. If you deshade the shade, it's probably nearly over, I'd say. Like, because the shade is so important. Like it's just like the whatever. Like at the moment, I mean, he was what 5 power, right? So it's like probably we grow to 7, 8 plus 2. It's like 10 more damage or something like that. It's really huge.
Maybe Lothar was a little bit afraid of a potential Shadow Flame, considering that StanCifka drew so many cards already in this matchup.
Yeah, but
I wonder
the
if
Shadow
it's
Flame wouldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice Russian. It's so many cards.
Wow.
And
it's always so amazing
and
to
it's
see.
so much healing, and you can play the Moltens as well. Like it's
insane.
Yeah,
it's absolutely insane.
You can finally play 2 Siphon Souls in 1 turn.
You know that it's insane when you play before Dr. Boom.
And now there's the BGH. Look at that. Like how unlucky can you be? Oh, by the way, I think perhaps
You draw cards and hero power here. Just
yeah.
You don't care about silencing that because you need to draw the cards to win next game or it's over anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I think he got 1 more turn, so he should simply go for it and simply hope.
Also, like, keep in mind, guys, look at this Keeper of the Grove on the far left, just serving as a reminder of what he could have done differently this game, basically, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Oh, man. Like, definitely bad beats for Lothar here, but he could have clearly played a little bit differently, maybe getting a bigger advantage in this matchup, for sure.
Oh, he chooses to taunt that. There's a perfect trade there, though.
Yeah. Also, if you think about, I mean, he got, like, despite all these things, like, he got the handlock down to 15, so choosing a different line of play would have probably enabled him to perhaps even take a little bit mana to actually play the Ancient of Lore or stuff like that. So, I mean, it doesn't look like that it was that close, but actually I think it could have been much, much, much closer. Like, it's really like now it looks okay. The handlock stabilized, many cards, and sufficient life count, but only 1 minion a little bit earlier can change like the whole game.
Is he gonna Siphon Soul here, or is he gonna tap Molten and Farseer? It's not.
Oh,
possible. It's 1 mana off.
He even tapped.
Wow, I can't believe he tapped. Why would?
I can also not really. That's
I mean,
the only way to lose, right?
I mean you have Lothar. You are safe this turn, and next turn you have like 11, 14 points of healing and taunt. So I guess it's all right. I mean.
What? No, like. Oh yeah, okay. I see what you. Yeah, okay.
There is no way.
You say he wants to go down in life, actually.
Yeah.
To even, yeah, it's true.
Wow, actually, that Rag could actually just win him the game if he top decks the right card next turn. If he goes Rag and Hero Power here to face, and goes to face with the Keeper, he puts him down to 2.
No, but Stan does have a lot of heal, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't know that, so it might be the play for Lothar, you know.
Oh, all right.
From Lothar's perspective.
Yeah. Okay,
you know?
That's true.
I mean, would you have done a play like that if you didn't know your opponent's cards?
Well, the Rag is just in general also a pretty good play here because it can. It's also really good to clear minions here in this situation.
Yeah.
So.
But if you want to go for clearing minions, then you want to, of course, kill the Emperor at 1 HP first, right?
Yeah, you can do that with the hero power, and the Rag can clear one of the other 2. But also,
but then
it's a little bit risky to just keep it's a little bit of a risk to keep the Molten Giant alive. So you might as well make him hunter that, right? So I guess that's what Lothar is going for, just Big Game Huntering that 8-8.
No, but like the idea was playing the Ragnaros and shapeshifting the 5-1 and then going face with the 2-4. That's what Force meant.
No. You need to hero power face in order to get him down to 2, so you can keep him next turn through taunts. That was the plan.
Oh,
it was
right.
like a very
that's
risky.
even better. That's even better. Yeah.
Oh, he has so many options there. Like, if you didn't think that Handlock had enough options before, adding the Russian in Handlock just makes it way harder to do these turns.
Yeah, once the Russian comes down and you don't lose within 1 or 2 turns, it's over.
Do you really think it's harder? I think it's actually easier because there's so many turns that were not possible before, and just so awesome turns basically that you can basically dream scenarios. For example, like what I mentioned before, like double siphon.
But does that make it easier when there's like new scenarios? It makes it a bit harder, right? Because it's new.
I mean, it provides like all those dream scenarios basically provide you all by themselves already a lot of safety. So even if you choose not the optimal one, it's still probably like a really, really good one. So it doesn't really matter, I would say.
So we're finally gonna see that Siphon Soul coming down. He's playing this a bit risky though. Like there might be
double combo.
Double combo. You know. I would have loved to see a taunt that turn. Play it more safe.
Yeah, I also think so. Yeah.
But you know. So finally Rag, right? Rag and Wrath.
It's also, probably really like playing it more safe would have been better because like all the 3 cards like Keeper, Roar, these were like all 3 cards he kept from the beginning. So it's not that.
Oh, Lothar gets the hit he needs.
Well, the Savage Roar was not at the beginning, but like 2 cards were from the beginning, so it's not that unlikely that these are combo parts.
So the Drake and the Siphon looks pretty good here, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
kind of amazing. Like Lothar is struggling so hard. He needs this perfect Ragnaros hit, but it still doesn't matter at all. As you can see from StanCifka's hand, it's just completely bonkers right here.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
Yeah, but he can keep and swipe. It's clear.
Yeah, well, the redeeming factor for Lothar here right now is that he's still at a lot of health. He's still in a relatively safe spot when it comes to that. He has a lot of burst with that Druid of the Claw in charge mode as well. He can put down StanCifka eventually into combo range. All he needs to draw is like one of those Force of Natures.
Dr. Boom here and Healbot seems really good.
Double Healbot.
You can even opt to play the Farseer and the Taunt. But Dr. Boom is definitely coming down this turn. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah. Plus Healbot or what?
Either that or Farseer and Sun Fury. What do you think is better here?
Yeah, I like
both are basically keeps you out of combo range. So
yeah.
This is so much healing. Like this is pretty unusual for a handlock, right?
Yeah, it's double Healbot, double Farseer,
and double Siphon Soul.
Oh, by the way, the Shade is the next reminder because the Shade now would have been like 12 or whatever. I don't know what the Shade would have been at this point.
Yeah, considering that StanCifka actually didn't have any single Shadow Flame, the Shade would have been grown out of proportions for sure.
Yeah, that's. No.
So this is just a hard turn here. I don't even know what he can do here. Do you charge this Druid? You probably do, yeah. Charge this Druid and kill the... wow, that's a really good
boom bots,
yeah.
Yeah, I think you can charge it to face or what. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, double Molten's out of the game.
You can charge it to face, or you can do kill the Healbot with it, but I don't see the winning conditions anymore. I don't know. It's just too much healing for this from this handlock.
Yeah, usually it's rather about the Molten Giant. So if actually the handlock manages to put the Molten Giants down, it's usually over. So that's really it, because the Molten Giant, if you compare the hands now, you can see that both hands actually contain no value. Yeah. So and that's actually what it boils usually down to. Both hands have no value, and the board is roughly equal, and that is with handlock having played both Molten Giants. So if you don't play the Molten Giants, I mean, it sounds unlikely because handlock can draw 1 card each turn, but usually Druid outvalues handlock. Like with the card quality.
For sure.
Yeah, and especially with cards like Black Knight and Big Game Hunter.
Exactly.
Yeah. there's a perfect Hellfire. He hopes to heal.
The Dr. Boom, yeah,
doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Not playing a Sun Fury because he's playing around Black Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, StanCifka just trying to figure out what kind of cards Lothar could have that could still ensure him to survive one more turn. But like basically, the writing's on the wall. StanCifka has this game all but locked up, and I mean, he just wants to see what he can do to ensure this victory the following turn.
Yeah.
Because he has lethal in hand.
It's only one card like Lothar has in his hand, so there's probably no combination of two cards which could even do any kind of difference.
Yeah, Wild Growth is certainly not one of them.
No.
Oh, there is the Force of Nature.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Too little, too late. You know, you could survive one more turn by Force of Nature, but you're just as you said earlier, dodging the inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, Force of Naturing the healer here is like, I mean, you are quitting Hearthstone before you do that. Yeah.
And what a turnaround for StanCifka, defeating Lothar's Druid,
and
his teched out Druid.
To the finals. Pretty impressive. Lothar must be feeling a bit disappointed going 0-3 there in the end. But you know, it's Hearthstone, anything can happen, anyone can turn a series like that around.
Yeah, it's got to be heartbreaking for Lothar, but obviously he cannot be unhappy with the performance overall he had at DreamHack Bucharest right here.
No.
Getting to the semifinals.
Definitely an achievement. Hopefully we can get winners in you with StanCifka, if he's not too busy eating. But yeah, I mean, Colento thought that he was really good. He thought that he would probably beat him, and now he's in the finals. And he actually said to me that he was going to be in the finals yesterday when I talked to Colento.
Okay.
So good prediction by him. And Colento seems to lose to all the tournament winners. Like he lost to Hoij in the Via game, and now he loses to StanCifka. So he can't feel too bad either, you know, losing to the winners of the tournament. If that were to happen, you know.
It's like a very small consolation prize. So.
Very small. Yeah. So can we get him over here? Yeah. So
Right.
Ekop, you'll have to move. But thank you for casting with us, man. It was good. Welcome.
Stan, how are you doing?
Yeah, great, thank you. Yeah.
I see you putting your shoes back on.